Kardashians and Jenners, with such a huge platform that they have, would be honest about that. Let's keep it real. There are a lot of women out here and men really like busting their tails to get work done to look like and to emulate them, you know? And to me, it's like, we don't have that kind of money, folks. Most of us are not millionaires. They're like millionaires. We're not talking about 2 million, 3 million, like worth 30 million, worth 60 million, worth 50 million, like a lot of money. They're wealthy, right? And so what they can do is not what us average folks can do. And so the level of surgeries and procedures that they get is not what a lot of us could afford. And that's why I wish that they were really honest about everything. I'm not saying that they don't work out. There are a lot of people who will jumpstart, you know, their workout journeys or their weight loss journeys, I should say, by getting plastic surgery. I've known people who've done this. They pay to get a tummy tuck, get plastic surgery to jumpstart everything, and then once they heal and the doctor clears them, they start working out heavily. So it's like, you know, let's keep it real. You know, I don't know that this is a show that I'll tune into, but I thought that the point that Wendy Williams was making, I kind of agree with her, and I thought it was, you know, blog worthy to discuss, or vlog worthy to discuss. I also just finished catching up with Housewives of Beverly Hills and the Real Housewives of Atlanta. As I always say, I'm a huge watcher of the Real Housewives franchise, and I'm just continuously seeing how us women break each other down, tear each other down. It continues to sadden my heart. It doesn't matter what culture we are. It's not just the minorities. It's not just the black women. It's all of the women who kind of fall victim of tearing each other down. And I'm hoping that at some point in this world, we can get better at that. I think the more that we're able to band together, as I always say, and realize there's strength in numbers and we can do more with each other, maybe the world will be a little bit of a better place. I don't know. But yeah, so those are pretty much the shows I'm watching. I'm still watching How to Get Away with Murder with the Husband. I know we're late, but we are so plugged into this. It's a crazy show. The writing is phenomenal. I'm all about the whodunit kind of TV shows, and this doesn't disappoint. So as soon as I'm done watching the series, I'll probably also share my thoughts and feelings. We also started watching the show Star, which is by Lee Daniels. I didn't watch it tonight because my husband and I have certain shows that we vow we will only watch with one another. And so that's one of them. How to Get Away with Murder is one, and Star is another. And so Star started off with a bang, the first episode. Last week's episode was So we'll see how this third one is. Probably over the weekend, my husband and I will check it out. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I'm watching? I always watch The Real, the daytime talk show The Real. I love that show. And so they're still bomb to me. I use some of their clips as blog-worthy moments on the website. I still watch Wendy Williams, of course. That's my girl. I've gone to her show a few times, literally, been an audience member, her co-host, shouted out, woo, woo. And so, you know, hopefully I can get some tickets this year. I took a break in 2016 because I had gone to the show like 3 times in 2015. And so I said, let me take a break. I actually got tickets to go to the show last week, but my schedule just didn't allow for me to go, sorry. And so, you know, I'll try to request some more tickets. Hopefully at some point this year, I'll be back in the audience with Wendy Williams, my girl. Have y'all ever read her books? Her books are pretty good. But yeah, so I wanted to get on really quickly to kind of share some of my shows that I'm into. I try to balance the website so it's not all about thought-provoking, heavy stuff all the time. You know, yesterday I hit you guys with some of the essentials I keep in my kitchen. So this year I'm trying to do a better job of balancing things. I don't just want you to always feel like coming to my website is a therapy session. But at the same time, I do believe that what kind of sets me apart is the fact that I am very passionate about controversial topics and us being honest with ourselves. You know, I had to sneak a little bit of it in, even talking about Khloe Kardashian in Revenge Body, because it's like, own it. You've had plastic surgery done, allegedly. Own it. It's okay. That's your choice. Don't feel badly about that if that's what you choose to do. But at the same time, let's not front for the cameras and for the public like you've acquired your body solely from working out, because we know that more than likely isn't true. So I can't help it. It's just so much a part of me. I got to own it. It's funny. My coworker who I work very closely with today, he told me, he said, yo, I've been thinking about a lot of stuff that you talk about. And like, I take your advice with certain things. I love your perspective. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I always share my opinion about things, right? But at the same time, it's like, to hear someone say that they actually appreciated my insight or my perspective on things, my advice at times, that like warmed my heart. So shout outs to you, you know, and I'm hoping that that's what this website does for you. Ultimately, we can have fun, we could laugh together, we could like jones to some good music together. But I also want you to feel encouraged and empowered and to hear or get a different perspective than what your own may be, you know, as well as I'm willing to hear, you know, your perspective on a lot of things that I talk about. But I really want to be able to be of help to people out there, you know, so you kind of can figure out how to balance certain things in life. You know, I'm all about the balance, right? But even in like relationships and friendships and things of that nature, interactions, human beings,